let me show you how to set things up so you can start to look for a shiny Kanto Starter Pokemon from Professor Sycamore in Pokémon X and Y for Nintendo 3DS. So to set up this particular shiny hunting strategy for the Kanto starters in Pokemon X and Y, it's really simple. Number one, have an entire full team of Pokemon. So that's 6 Pokemon in your party. Go to the professor before you battle him. Save your video game. Make sure your entire team has 6 Pokemon. You're going to have to battle the professor and, of course, win the battle against him. Then he will ask you which Kanto starter Pokemon would you like to have. At this point, by doing the method this way that I'm explaining in this video, this will lock you into whatever Kanto starter Pokemon you pick. So for my example, I wanted Shiny Charmander. So I pick Shiny Charmander, and then the professor is going to be like, oh wait, your Pokemon party is full. Do you want to make room for Charmander? And you basically tell him no. So you keep telling him no until he's like, oh, whatever. And then the cutscene stuff continues. So you basically just keep pressing the B button until he just says, oh, okay, whatever. So then you have to continue on with the cutscenes and stuff that happen after you battle the professor. And then once everything is done, you can go back to the professor's lab and then you can pick up your Pokemon. So in this example, I wanted to pick up my Charmander in the hopes that it would be a shiny Charmander. So if you've done everything correctly, you had a full Pokemon team before the battle, you battled the professor, you won the battle, you pick the Kanto starter Pokemon that you wanted to pick up later, because that's what you're basically doing. All the cutscene stuffs are done, like all the story progress is done for the moment. You go back to the professor's lab, go right in front of him, save your video game, because this is your soft reset starting point. So literally be facing towards the professor, save your video game, and then you can start to soft reset check for your shiny Pokemon, because you're basically just picking up your Kanto starter Pokemon from the professor. So for this example, I was picking up Charmander, and by doing the setup this way, you pretty much can get 2 checks for Charmander every minute. So if you did it for Bulbasaur, it'd be 2 checks for Bulbasaur every minute, or if you went for Squirtle, it'd be 2 checks for Squirtle in a minute. And when I say 2 soft reset checks a minute, I mean safely, because you technically could get 3 soft reset checks in a minute. I don't recommend it. It's really too quick. You barely get to look at the Pokemon summary if you're like trying to maximize your efficiency with this like shiny method for soft resets. Realistically, do not recommend it. Just focus on getting 2 checks in 1 minute. You'll be golden. I promise. It's a really fun and a really easy way to soft reset for a shiny Pokemon, and I really liked it. The irony in all of this is it took me forever. So I don't know how else to explain it, but like your shiny odds is 1 out of 4,096. But like for me, I was 3 times over shiny odds. So, you know, that's just shiny hunting. And the reason why this tutorial video took so long to make is because I went 3 times over odds for my shiny Charmander. In the process of me looking for said shiny Charmander, there was like 4 or 5 different people that found a Kanto Shiny Starter before I did that would tell me during my live streams. So the entire time I was looking for Charmander, I would occasionally have people be like, hey Steve, I found a shiny Kanto starter before you did. And I was like, haha, that's awesome. I'm going to find my Charmander soon. Just you wait. And waited they did, because it was basically a year. It was 360 days just to get my shiny Charmander, and I was 3 times over odds. So putting aside my terrible shiny luck, I highly recommend this shiny hunting method to get a shiny Kanto starter, because this is way easier to do than the Kalos Shiny Starter Pokemon. So if you did not want to have a shiny Kalos starter Pokemon for your playthrough, going for the Kanto Shiny Starter is a lot easier and way more efficient for your time. Obviously, for my shiny playthrough, I got the shiny Kalos starter and the Kanto starter Pokemon. But if you're looking for something interesting to do for Pokemon X and Y, I highly recommend setting this up so that you can get a Kanto Shiny Starter from the professor instead of having to do something like Masuda method, because nowadays it's really annoying to do Masuda method because they turned off the 3DS online. So getting a different language Pokemon on a 3DS video game is very annoying. So something like this already being in the video game is actually really good, because that means you can go for any of the Kanto Pokemon that you would like them to be shiny. So again, your shiny odds are 1 out of 4,096. Make sure you have a full Pokemon team before you battle battle the professor, win the battle, pick the Pokemon you want to be shiny because you're picking it up later. So you will be locked into that Pokemon. So be 100% sure you want that Pokemon to be shiny at some point. Tell the professor no when he's asking you to put the Kanto starter Pokemon in your party, finish up the story progress, go back to the professor's lab, go right in front of him, save the video game, and then start checking to see if your Kanto starter Pokemon is shiny. If it's not shiny, to soft reset on the 3DS, you press the LR and start button at the same time, or you can do LR and the select button at the same time. It's a 3-button combination. Either option I just explained works. So if you didn't know that, now you know. And that's really it. It's a really easy shiny tutorial. Unfortunately, it took me just a very long time to make it because I wanted to have my own proof of concept, because I actually wanted to showcase a Kanto shiny Pokemon I actually found myself. Unfortunately, it basically took a year to find it. So now that that shiny Charmander has been found, it's over. I did it. So my name's SMK, can I just call me Steven, and obviously I do lots of shiny hunting live on my YouTube channel and on my Twitch channel, so if you'd like to see some type of shiny hunting live, that's where you can find me. I still play lots of 3DS Pokemon games. I also play just all types of Pokemon games because in the grand scheme of things, I'm doing more full odds stuff these days, but I still very much enjoy doing shiny hunting methods. So it really doesn't matter. I'm probably doing something shiny hunting related on my YouTube channel and or my Twitch channel. Join a live stream in the future, or if not, just hit the like button and subscribe so you can get more tutorials and useful tips for shiny hunting and whatever Pokemon video game I feel like talking about for a video. So I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. That's the idea, Scotty. Getting that Charmander today. That's the hope. I'm on super early too. Oh my gosh. That's it. That's my Charmander. That is my Charmander. Oh, look at that beauty. That's my boy. Oh my gosh. Hold up. We have to save the video game. Hold up. Hang on, folks. Oh. It is over, dude. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh my gosh, dude. It's over. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yes. It's over. Oh my gosh, that looks so good. Ah.